Get Louie real quick. Louie, come here before Specky comes back and bite your head off. Oh. All right, there you go. Obviously, as you guys can see, big reason why you don't want to mess with crocodilians, alligators, all those things in the wild, because they do this. Once they get used to people, you guys, unfortunately, it's considered a dangerous animal.
Look, Cash, Mommy's gonna do one.
There you go. Show Specky, call her up. All right. There you go. Heck yeah. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here at the ranch. Today, you guys, we have to feed Louie and Specky, our American alligator and our spectacled caiman. One thing that's really cool about the spectacled caiman is not too many people actually are working with those guys and actually really show them that much. But today, what we're gonna do is show you this beautiful girl. We actually got her sexed before, and she's a girl. They're both girls inside of there. We're gonna feed them some quail from Blake's Exotic Feeders. So big sponsor today to Blake's Exotic Feeders, obviously coming here from the ranch. And every single time we do a video, our bamboo tree loves to give us wind. But whatever, let's get inside over there. And we have to clean the cage out and do a bunch of stuff for quail and the gators today. But I want to feed them first, because if we don't feed them first, they won't eat for the video. So let's head over there and feed them. And Cash, you get tired, bro?
He was tired.
Every single time he goes by a body of water or by a bridge or anything, he knows that there could be a gator. He's learning every single day. And he knows to make that noise when we get close to gators. So let's feed these guys. So right here we have de-thawed quail right here. These are small size quail. We have every single size available. Also button quail, 2 day olds. I know a lot of people have been messaging me about the button quail. The day olds, a very, very small little thing. It's like around 3 to 5 grams. The catonics, when they come out of the egg, they're around 7 to 10 grams. So if you need something that's really, really small, the pinkies, hit me up. I got them all. All right, let's do this thing. Let me unlock it first, because it's always locked. Specky actually looks very, very, very dark today. Normally she's very light, but she's in the grayish color. We have to fill up the pond with water too, because you know it's been very hot here in South Florida, and water's evaporating very, very fast. And unfortunately, you guys, all these cages are going to be getting destroyed by the end of the year, because we have a very large aviary coming soon, hopefully, and Specky and Louie can't be inside that enclosure. So we're going to have to build them a new cage, which I know a lot of people have been asking to do that because they're swearing that this enclosure is so small. I know for the camera it looks small, but for 2 of these guys, I'm telling you, it's not that small. Kenya, I'm gonna do the first one because she is a little spicy, and then after that, you do the next one. She can jump real high, and then Louie, let me get Louie real quick. Louie, come here before Specky comes back and bite your head off. Oh. All right, there you go. All right, Louie got it. So Louie's good. Here, Kenya, do you want to do one?
Yeah. All
right, here you go.
Look, Cash, Mommy's gonna do one.
There you go. Show Specky, call her up. Get in. You got to put your hand in the enclosure so she doesn't bounce out. All right. There you go. Heck yeah. Did you see that, Cassie? Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Louie trying to steal it from Specky?
Yeah.
All right, come here, Louie. Louie. All right, get the heck out of here. Obviously, you can see Specky is definitely a little larger than Louie and is a little more nervous sometimes, but they get quail, they get rats, they get mice, they get fish. What else do we feed them? Pretty much anything that we get our hands on. It's pretty much what we feed them. All right, check this out, you guys. A quick little slow motion. Oh, yeah. Louie, be nice to Specky. Look at Louie trying to size him up. Come here, Louie. There you go. Oh, yeah. So Louie, I know a lot of people are probably wondering why Louie hasn't really grown that much. Louie is still a very, very small alligator. She is a female, so females are smaller than males. But I definitely have slowed her down in eating from the beginning. And because I slowed her down from eating from the beginning, that just kind of, stunted her a little bit. I don't want her to become too big. So I want her to be on the smaller size of an alligator. But she still eats well. I mean, she eats 3 to 4 times a week. She eats quail, she gets grog chow, gets all kinds of cool stuff. All right, we're gonna have to get a couple more quail from the freezer, defrost them. Probably do it after we're done cutting these weeds back, because I can see they're still a little hungry. So let's get Specky one real quick. Oh yeah, nice and gentle. And then let them digest that for a second. I'm gonna show you some stuff we have to do for the quail now too.
Oh my
Make
God.
it happen.
Cash put a rock in there and he thinks it's an animal.
No, he doesn't. He plays with rocks and sticks. I promise.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. If you hear some weird banging here at the ranch, it's this freaking thing hitting the sticks. Doing, doing, doing.
Put the rock in there.
Look, Cash is playing with them.
Cash is playing with the kookaburra.
Yeah. He has to get used to it for one day when we go to Australia. Uh-oh. If he gets his finger, it's gonna be the funniest thing in the world.
Give it.
All right,
Give
so
it to,
before
give it
that
to-
happens, let's close this up so nobody gets out. Always got to make sure you close up your stuff, lock them all up. We'll get back to here in a few minutes with cleaning out this enclosure. But let's head inside of the otter/quail building, one of the quail buildings.
Oh.
Look. Told you. I swear we put toys in there. He would use them as a rich man.
Yeah, play with it.
He uses sticks and throw them around and everything. It's so freaking funny. Some of the incubators and some of the brooders for our quails are inside of this building. These brooders get a lot of feathers stuck inside of them, a lot of down inside of them. If I don't pull out these things at least once a month, it's disgusting. So I'm gonna show you what happens when I pull them out once a month and get the blower to it and how much down comes out of these things. It's insane. Put a hand under. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. So we get these things out. Oh, is that your hands getting wet?
No, but I don't think we can both fit them.
My hands are getting wet. That's not good. Forgot to take the water out. Yeah, and Oliver absolutely hates cats. All right, open up these doors and watch what happens in a second. This thing gets a little crazy. Literally like a freaking exhaust of black smoke, but quail feathers getting out of there. Probably should, for now on, start wearing a mask when I'm doing this. I'm outside, so I'm okay, especially when we're doing this more often. But we're outside in the fresh air. We're not inside a building. That's why I took it out and not inside there. But I like to do that because it could be actually a fire hazard as well. The coils could get too much built up with all this down, and it could catch a spark or something. Who knows if these things are made out of wood. So keeping them clean is definitely a big thing. And the feeder business is definitely hard, but fun. And make sure you guys check out Blake Exotic Feeders. Let's keep cleaning these things out. Then we're gonna head back over there and cut out a little bit of the enclosure and see how big these guys are getting to, and then fill up the pond. All right, back in here again. Hopefully we get some rain today, you guys. South Florida, it's been super dry, and it is definitely scary because when there's not a lot of rain, it doesn't cool it down. It stays very hot, and look how light she got. And then it could be the chance that bad hurricane season, you guys. We don't want that. Hurricanes are definitely not fun. She's still hungry, which is good. We will feed her again a little bit in a second. Let me try to poke her away. I'm gonna have to get the tongs. Not gonna use the scissors, obviously. Scare her in the water real quick. Get in the water. Get in the water, girl. In the water she's at. Let me grab those scissors and cut a little bit of back. Get it nice and seen and clean it up. And a lot of people probably ask, like I told you guys earlier, people ask how big this enclosure really is. So this enclosure is actually 12 foot long by 10 foot wide. 6 foot tall. Well, probably 8 foot tall. 6 foot tall. Obviously, the air space doesn't mean anything. They don't use that part. But the down space is what they use. But this area is big. The next enclosure we'll make will probably be 2 to 3 times, probably 3 times the size. So we'll have to make a new one for a little while. All right, look at these big old weeds. So I want to trim all those down so we can see better. A little bit of this, plant some. Nice and clean her up. Pom-pom right there keeps a lot of shade there, which is good, but they still get plenty of shade. All right, so we'll just pull this all out real quick, see what it would look like. Cut a little bit more back. We got freaking crab spiders in our face. The money tree grew right through the top of the enclosure. Pretty freaking crazy. Hopefully I can keep this tree inside the enclosure because this will be a future aviary enclosure. Probably to keep the pond in here too. This pond could be a water source for God knows who or what we have inside this enclosure. The deer will be here, but I don't know what we'll put exactly for this giant enclosure that we have that we're going to talk about more in another video. Pull all this out and see what we look like. So even though there might not be shade on the top as much, even though they always do have shade, we have that water plants that are in there, and that keeps that water probably 15 degrees cooler no matter what time of the day it is, because it just keeps it a nice shade in the water. So we'll cut a little bit more back, and that's pretty much going to be it. We don't need to do much. We just got to do a quick little trimming just so everything is down. We don't want it to overgrow. Now the gators have more spots they could, you know, bask and all that cool stuff. Quick little trimmer to trim. Give them a little bit of shade in that backside. And that is it, you guys. Let's go grab a couple more quail. Throw those brooders back in. Fill this up and feed them. All right, just got ourselves this hose. Let's fill this bad boy up. Don't know if I'm gonna have enough because I'm pulling a giant piece of wood down there. But it should be good. Let's see if the water's still good. Water's still good. All right. Becky, do not bite the hose, please. Get in the water, Specky. Woo! You're a pissed off Specky. All right. Put that in the water. And let that bad boy fill up. We'll let it fill up. The whole thing. It needs to get filled up. And let's go put those brooders in. We got 1 and 2, both brooders back inside of the otter building. Let's head over there and let's start cleaning up. Obviously, as you guys can see, big reason why you don't want to mess with crocodilians, alligators, all those things in the wild, because they do this. Once they get used to people, you guys, unfortunately, it's considered a dangerous animal. Why? Because it's used to people for food. So if a little kid or anybody goes to the water's edge, just go fishing. Touch the water, because they don't know any better. This animal is gonna come out and unfortunately take a bite out of us. And what's gonna happen? The animal's gonna get killed because somebody else fed it and that person wasn't there to feed it for that day. It's messed up, and I see a lot of people doing it in Florida all the time, getting too close to these wild animals, and they shouldn't be, because they're just say, yeah, it's still wild, but if you do it consistently for your content and doing it for all this stuff, that animal's gonna suffer in the long run. I'm sorry for all the people that do it, but it's the truth, and it's 100% the truth. Specky, here you go. So when these animals do get too big here on my property and I'm not allowed to keep them here, I'll put them at the other property where the cows are at. I can make an enclosure there. I have plenty of land to make a bigger enclosure there. If I couldn't do that, I have to give them to, let's say, my buddy Stone, Chandler. I think they're 2 of the only ones that have the big class 1 permits that are close friends of mine right now. They're able to, you know, take these animals if I needed to rehome them. And I have a handful of other people as well. But can't get released back in the wild. Why? Because this animal is gonna see somebody, Cash is gonna go, nothing, look, watch. Let it turn around, Don't look at it for a second. Let's see if it turns around. Watch the difference it does as soon as I make one noise. No difference now. It just did it a second ago. But like you guys understand what I mean. It's the truth at the end of the day, and once they get used to people, they can become issues. Come on, Specky. Come on, girl. Look at that. Oh yeah, absolute beautiful spectral tan. And that happens to every crocodilian, you guys. But other than that, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video here at Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch. If you guys have not done so already, and you guys are not following Blake's Exotic Feeders, and you guys have birds of prey, you have crocodilians, you have snakes, you have cats, you have dogs, lizards, crocodilians, probably said that already. Anything that eats other animals, I have quail available. If you guys are feeding chicks and you guys have a lace monitor, and you're feeding chicks to a lace monitor, that's like feeding a tortoise iceberg lettuce. There's no nutrients in that, you guys. It's just a filler. Don't be cheap and give your animals the best of the best. Give them quail. Quail is red meat. It's not crap. Other than that, this video, thumbs up, you guys. I stay true 100% all the time, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.